Hi, I'm Anton and I'm a digital colorist. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the tips that changed my color grading life. So let's start. First that I started, there were many color grading tutorials out there on YouTube and stuff, but right now there are, so it's good. But when I started out, there were only tips for how to color grade one shot and just which uh, effects you should and how to do it. But there were very important other side of it of color grading is to how to organize, how to be fast, how to manage there, and how to color correct. And they are more important than color grading. And first, when I started out, I had very polished skills when it comes to these ones, but I could color grade one shot very well and put effects very beautifully. So now in this one, I decided to talk about that, and I'm pretty sure there were so many people having this trouble. So the first thing first, I'm gonna start right now. The most important thing is group and how to put the shots in the group. So the first one, let's go. So uh, this is the short film that I color graded of like 1 or 2 weeks ago. So in here, this is how I grouped because luckily they used only one camera, and that was the Sony that had the S-Log 3 with S-Gamut. And so this one only has two different sets with two different lightings. One of them is inside of the studio, and the other one is outside. So I made two groups and I put them in two different groups. So I chose these ones, which are in the studio, like this, and I put them all. I right-clicked here, and I came to the add into a new group, and I put them in the studio and assign to this group. You can do it if you already have it, but if you don't have it, you can just come here, add into a new group, and write its name, and it's gonna make a group for you. The second ones were these ones that were outside. I put these all in one group, and I did the same thing, and this time these groups I called them outside. You can call them whatever you want. And so why would you want to put them into group? So the first reason is that it gives you 4 slots here. So if your clip, for example, this one is not in the group, I'm going to remove from the groups here. So now this one is not in the group. So look, it's only 2 different things that you can choose. The first one is clip and the other one is the timeline. But if you right click and put them into the assign it to a group, it will give you 4 options. And why this is important. So this is the pre-group. So anything you put here is going to affect every shot that you put in this group. So for example, I put my CST here, and I transformed them from S-Log to white gamut, and it affected all of them. And why it should be different from these ones is because what if you want to play with these things and set them according to the shots? So the second one is the clip, which is the same thing, and this one is post clip. You can use the effects you want to put and apply to all of them, so it makes it faster, and also in most cases it will make all of them look the same and don't have any crazy differences. For example, let's say you want to put your film grain, so your film grain will be consistent. I have Dehancer Pro, and in Dehancer Pro I chose my film print and film negative and my halation and bloom, and I chose all of them and applied them to my group. And for this one, which is inside of the studio, I chose slightly different ones because this looks better on this one. And yeah, there's another reason you wanna put them in groups. And the color output, in the CSD output here too. This makes everything so fast, organized, and more correct. So this is the first one. So fixed node tree is another one that is very important. What is fixed node tree? So in the clip part, you have your nodes, and you choose them and do whatever it is good for you. And there is nothing much objective about this. There are some, but not much. And you do whatever you want, and there are some tips that you can learn and make your node tree, but that's something else that we're gonna talk about later. But for now, I want to say why the fixed one is good. So fixed one is good because every shot has a same one, and if you want, you can add some stuff and change it here. For example, I want to put one more node here, and it's not going to affect anything else here. But it makes it organized. It makes it super fast. And if you need to change any primaries, you come here, or curves, you immediately come here. You just easily can make it and save it, and then load it anytime you want. The names are gonna be here too. So this is how you do it. You come to the color section, and you come to the memory. If you save it, it's gonna save your node tree here. And anytime you want, you can just come to load memory and load the node tree you want. For example, let's go here again, and I'm gonna delete them. So now it doesn't have anything, right? But look at here. I'm gonna come to color, memories, and load memory A. There you go. Everything is here. Put it back. All right. So this is another tip that makes it very fast. And yeah, let's go to the next tip. All right. So another one that it really hurt me. This one I have a really crazy and dislike, and it just hurts me every time I remember. So back then when I started, there was a trend, and it started from kind of big YouTuber back then, and everybody started doing the same thing, and I made that mistake too. And so normally you should put color grading in 3 different sections, the whole thing. So the first parts is gonna be shot match, and the balance the whole shot, and look the shot as a whole. And you need to, like, when you come to this scene, for example, here, this the main character just drags herself and comes here, right? So basically these like 5 shots are in one part, and you choose the one that we call a hero shot, and you choose this one. For example, for me, this doesn't have the face of the character. This one almost has, like, the face takes all the shot. So I was gonna go either for this one or with this one, and I chose this one because I dropped my pen. So, and this one is better because it has everything here, and it just the main one, in my opinion. So I chose this one, and when I balanced the whole shot. I balanced the exposure and everything, and corrected it, and then the temperature and everything, and then I did the other ones according to this one too, because it needs to have a flow, and this flow is the most important thing. The color correction is way more important than the color grading, even in real world. So the first part of the nodes are usually for this one. So the primaries, the curves, and the HSLs, and the alternatives for these ones. So so this is what you do. And then the second part of the node should be to put the windows, and for example, if you want the face of the character to pop a little, you put it here, you add the gamma or gain or something, and in the second part, if you want to have some small vignettes, you put it here too. And the third part is the part that you color grade. Actually, you change the colors and of each part, or you do this creative part of the color grading. And back then, I don't remember if I mentioned or not. So back then, this is what we used to do. First there was CSD in and CSD out, and then in CSD out, immediately before doing anything, they used to just put the codec lot in the end and then start color correcting. It was terrible. I made this mistake for a while, not for so long, but I made this mistake and it was really painful. Please don't do that. Maybe one person doesn't know, maybe most of you know, but maybe there's one person who does it. Please don't. It's just terrible. Don't do any sort of color grading before you do this. At first you put your CSD in and out, and then color correct and balance your balance your shot, and then do anything else you want. So yeah, this is the second most important tip that I had. Let's go to the next one. So let's recap. The first one is to group the projects. And if you want to group the project, you come and select the shots you want. You right click, you select add into current group or new group, and you make a new group. You write the name of it, and then you press OK. If you want to remove them, you right click and you come remove from group. If you already have groups, you come here to groups, you choose the group you want to change them to. This is the first one. Now let's recap the second thing. So the second thing was the fixed node tree. So you do whatever you want, you create anything you want, and you layer mixer or whatever. And then you come here to color, go to memories, you save it here. And then every other shot that you're going, this is what you do. You come to the colors again, to the memories, and load from memory A, B, or wherever you saved. So if you save it in memory A, you load memory A. Pretty straightforward. And then you have the fixed node tree. And if you wanna change anything here, and if you wanna apply to the other ones, you come here, you apply here. Let's say you color graded a whole project, and then the director comes and tells you, can we add this? Can we make it all a little bit more blue? You don't want to touch these ones and primaries and stuff. This is what I did. So I came to for example, I named here director 1, director 2, director 3. Why? Because after I color grade and everything, and then maybe the director will come and say, can you add this and remove this? So you come here, you do whatever you want, you change, you make it blue, green, whatever, and then you apply them to every other shot. You know where to do it. This is the second one. And for the third one, to recap, is please choose one shot in every scene, and first balance it, and then the whole shot, and then change the lights in the face, or put vignettes or something. For example, in this one I did this, just an example, or I added a little bit color, like here, the color slicer effect here. And then the next, do every color grading you want. Oh, by the way, I was wrong. So I'm very sleepy. It's 4 a.m. So in HSL part is the third part that I did, and it's the color grading part. So whole shot balance, and then parts of the shots, and then color grading everything. Even if you don't have time to color grade, you just need to have the flow and all the shots look the same and correct. And then even if you're lazy, just put a lot, or just choose the enhancer plugin and put your film grain and everything there, and I promise it's gonna look good. It's way better than not the time that you don't do this. It's just gonna be super fast. But if you color grade and whatever, it's gonna be way better, obviously. So this project was I just rushed, so I didn't have any crazy time to fix this. The only one that I spent time to do it is this blood. So this blood didn't have it looks kind of pinkish, so the only thing that I done was this one. Look, I changed the pink to the red. That looks realistic. That's it when it comes to color grading. And I have this dehaze, this kind of my signature that I do. It's something like that. Look, maybe you don't like it, maybe you do. The director liked it, so I left it there. And then it's the dehancer, it's the color, the film print, halation bloom or whatever. So that was a very fast recap, and I hope to see you in the next one. I really want to put more videos, so don't forget to like and subscribe. See you.